If there's something you want to achieve, but you're still delaying, avoiding, or overthinking it, it's not because you need more goals or that you even need to push yourself harder. It's because your fear is still bigger than your reason to move forward. And until you build a personal vision that feels more compelling than that fear, it makes you doubt yourself, and not only fear failure, but other people's opinions too, which makes you stall and delay. And no amount of goal setting will fix that. So today I'm going to help you make better and bolder progress in your goals and show you my framework that helps you create your own personal vision so you can stop overthinking, worry less about how others will judge you, and move through life with more direction and fulfillment. If you're capable and full of ideas and big goals, but fear and overthinking keep slowing you down and negatively affecting your momentum, then this video is for you. Because of the work I do, I speak to a lot of people who have big ideas and ambitions. So they take what seems like the logical next best step. They start setting goals, but those goals are often random and disconnected. So as a result, they might start something, but then get easily distracted, or fear and doubt creep in as they start worrying about what people might say if they fail. And I've also seen people lose interest because they realize that this goal wasn't even the thing they were meant to be doing or needed to do at all. On the surface, it might look like motivation is the problem, but it's usually not motivation. This happens because they're missing a critical component. What's missing is a personal vision, because vision is the glue between your goals and your decisions and your actions. And not only does it connect everything together, it guides and directs everything too. Also, you can have goals, you can have plans, but when things feel uncertain or uncomfortable, there's nothing strong enough holding it all together. And this makes losing momentum much easier. And this is exactly why I say you need to fall in love with something bigger than your fear. That something is your personal vision. A clear personal vision does a few really important things. Firstly, it helps you set the right goals and priorities. There are so many things you could do to make your ideas and goals a reality, but a personal vision steers you and helps you see what you must do, what actually matters, what's aligned, and what's worth your time and your energy. Second, it helps you endure when things get really tough, because things will get tough. And if your goals aren't connected to something that's meaningful, you'll drop them the moment they become uncomfortable. And third, and by the way, this is the one most people don't realize, it changes your relationship with fear, whether that's fear of people's judgment, fear of their opinions, or embarrassment. Fear shrinks in the face of your personal vision. So without a personal vision, you'll lack direction, inspiration, and clarity. Without a personal vision, you spend your time worrying about what will happen if you fail. What will people say? What will it cost you? But with a vision, your attention shifts away from what will happen if you fail and towards what will happen if you don't try. Instead of emphasizing the cost of action, you start being led by the cost of inaction. And those are two completely different places to operate from. There's also a psychological case for having a personal vision too. Research shows us that a clearer, more compelling picture of your future self and future possibilities is linked to more proactive behavior. It also tells us that when your goals are genuinely aligned to what matters to you, you're far more likely to follow through and make consistent progress. So the issue isn't that you need more goals. It's that your goals aren't anchored to anything strong enough to guide you when it matters. But considering how important vision is to not only your personal fulfillment, but your progress, why don't people start with a personal vision when they're trying to achieve things or make life changes and pivots? Well, I believe it's because of a few myths that I've personally observed, and I'm going to share them with you now, just in case you relate with any of them. The first is that Many people think they have a vision, but what they really have is a dream. A dream is something you hope for, something you imagine that sounds and feels nice when you think about it. And to be clear, dreams also serve a purpose. They're good, however, they're vague, and they lack the specificity needed to guide how you act and the decisions you make when you're pursuing your goals and your ideas. And that's why people can sit in a dream for years and even bury and hide it. But what they need to do is evolve that dream into a vision, because a vision is different. A vision takes that dream and gives you direction by making it more concrete. So instead of just thinking, I'd love that one day, you start to understand, this is what I'm actually building, and this is why it matters. Besides people mistaking a dream for a personal vision, another myth that prevents people from creating their personal vision is the assumption that it's only meant to be for businesses or startups. When the truth is, you can have a personal vision for your life's work, your health, and even your relationships. And from my experience, I've found that a personal vision can actually be more helpful than the pressure of trying to find your purpose. And when you start being guided by personal vision, you will naturally start to live with more purpose anyway. Another myth is that your vision has to be groundbreaking or change the world. The truth is, your personal vision just needs to be genuine and matter to you. It can impact whatever space you want it to. Some examples could be your local area, it could be your family, your area of expertise, or just a certain type of person. This next myth can particularly trap perfectionists. The myth is that you need to know exactly how it's going to happen and when. I actually discourage this though, because you'll get stuck on the when. So if things do not transpire exactly when you want them to, you can start to feel discouraged and lose momentum. Likewise, if you get too attached on how things should happen, it can make you rigid, narrow your thinking, and affect how you adapt to challenges and see new opportunities. So your vision doesn't need the full roadmap or the perfect timing. But stick with me, because I'm going to show you the framework I use for myself and my clients later when it comes to building your personal vision. Another myth I see and hear about is that your vision is not allowed to change, when in reality, your vision will evolve the more you grow and the more you learn, and it should. So don't let your vision become a prison. Let it adapt with you so that it stays genuine and authentic to who you are. And finally, this is a really important one. Your vision does not need to be built from your ought self. In other words, it doesn't need to be built from who you think you should be and what you think you should want. And this is a really sneaky myth that can creep in. I didn't even realize I was holding on to this subconsciously when I first started developing my own personal vision. You might think that your vision has to be based on what other people expect of you, or that it has to be based on this perfectly altruistic version of who you are. In reality, it just needs to come from your real aspirations and your authentic self. Let go of this idea that it needs to be built around what you think sounds worthy or noble. Fear of failure and other people's opinions matter less, because you love your vision so much that it gives you no choice but to keep sustaining momentum and moving forward. So how do you actually create a personal vision that weakens fear's power over you? Well, I created a 7-question framework that I use to help guide my clients towards creating their own personal vision. And I put the 7 questions into 3 buckets: impact, meaning, and identity. The first question is, whose life do you want to be better because of the work you do? Again, like I said, you don't need to write something that sounds good to other people. You're creating something that is an honest and authentic expression of you, and it's specific and clear enough to help you move forward. You don't need to change the world or solve world peace and hunger, okay? So for example, you could decide that you love ice cream and want to open an ice cream cafe. Instead of just saying, I want a successful business, you might say, I want to create a place for families to eat the food they love. That's already different, and it's starting to give you more direction. The second question in my framework is, what do you want them to be able to do, feel, or experience because of that work? So using the same ice cream cafe example, that would be, in a busy world with so many demands on our attention and time, I want families to be able to slow down so that they can spend time together, connect, and enjoy themselves. So now you have, I want to create a place for families to eat food they love. In a busy world with so many demands on our attention and time, I want families to be able to slow down so that they can spend time together, connect, and enjoy themselves. Now you see, it's not just a business. It's an experience you want to create in families. By the way, if this is helping you in any way, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below. It would be great to know your responses to those 2 questions so far, actually. The third question is, why does this matter to you? This is where you make it personal. Maybe you grew up in a busy household and your parents were under pressure all the time. And the moments you remember feeling really connected as a family were at meal times, and you'd always have ice cream for dessert. I'm quite liking the idea of this ice cream cafe myself. Now, this isn't just an idea anymore. It's connected to your authentic journey and your story. The fourth question is, who do you need to become to build this? A vision isn't just about what you're building. It's about who you're becoming in the process too. Maybe you need to become someone who shares their ideas openly, or someone who's able to tolerate uncertainty and rejection better. Perhaps you need to become someone who can let go of needing everything to be perfect. The fifth question is, how do you want your life to be different when your personal vision is successful? And this is so important, in part due to some of the myths I spoke about earlier, like creating a personal vision from your ought self, where people equate vision with forced altruism. Your vision is allowed to and should include you. So it could be that through this ice cream cafe, you want more freedom, more of a global or local network, or more time with your own family. So how do you want your life to be different when your vision is successful? Number 6, why does that change in your life matter to you? Using that same example, perhaps you want to develop a global network through your ice cream cafe because you want to be able to speak all over the world or learn about different ways of making ice cream from different cultures. So that would mean this change is essentially about learning and opening up other opportunities in your life that you've dreamed of. And last question, who are you in that future when this personal vision actually works? How will you think? How will you live and spend your time? What will future you prioritize? And when you put all of that together, all the answers to those questions, you move from I want a successful business to I'm not just creating an ice cream cafe. I'm building something that creates moments of connection for families. Because in a busy world with so many demands on our attention and time, I want families to be able to slow down so they can connect and make fun memories. This matters to me because I grew up in a busy household with parents who were always under pressure, and it was meal times that were the most special, and ice cream was always our dessert. As I make this vision happen, it will make me someone who shares their ideas openly, tolerates uncertainty, and lets go of needing perfection. When this vision is realized, my life will become more flexible. I will have more freedom, develop a global network of relationships in the hospitality industry, and get more time with my family. It will also open up new opportunities for me and will allow me to learn from global cultures. I will become someone who can overcome high-stakes challenges and setbacks, who can make my dreams real, bring my ideas to life, and therefore teach my children how to do it too. Friends, come on, I need to start this ice cream cafe, right? You see, that's a personal vision you can fall in love with. That's a personal vision you can hold on to, and it's one that's worth the fear that you may endure to make it real. The beauty is that you can also create different versions of your personal vision as well. A shorter version can be used for pitches or networking events, for instance, and a longer version can be used for talks or presentations. With a personal vision, not moving forward is now about more than what people might say if you fail. It now means your vision won't be made real, which means you won't get to experience greater fulfillment and alignment, and the people who would have benefited won't receive your unique contribution. So don't let fear win. Don't let overthinking and self-doubt make you procrastinate. And certainly don't let other people's judgments or opinions prevent you from becoming the person you will be when that vision is realized. You can do this, and the perfect time to start is now. And if you know this is something that you don't want to have to figure out on your own, I've created a community called the Done Mode Collective, or the DMC. It's a space for people like you who want to stop overthinking and delaying so that you can actually make your vision and your ideas lived and real. I'll put the link to the waiting list below. Once you've built a vision like this, having the mindset and the attitude to help you execute it will make you unstoppable. So I suggest you watch this video next, because I talk all about that there. I'll see you there.